sudah garna ko lagi.
Maupun Christmas, if you can make it. Because
Hello. Yeah, great. So sudah garna ko lagi man Nepali bahasa mabosu. Tespachi ke minute pachi maaf garnus Angrezi bahasa hola. Kinabani mero Nepali bahasa full China. Mero dari shabda mero vocabulary haru torita. So mero nam Rick Konko. Ma Nepal ma baste dari bahasa playing. Java ma Jiwani Manchitio. Pachis Barsatio. Ma Nepal ma baste ko sare dui barsa ko lagi. Ani chogala ma sano gauma baste. Aina Kathmandu saharma aina to sano gauma. Ani ke banu parcha. Mero jiban ma to Nepal basne kati ramrotio. Kati bamailotio. One of the best experiences of my life. Tim Yoruko, your parents Yoruko, Dedi Ramo Deso. And Nepal has always been in my heart. So, can I switch to English? Yeah?
Yes.
You guys all understand a bit of English, all English, right? You speak. So, first I want to tell you how fantastic it is that you guys are here. I know it's Sunday, I don't know what you like to do, but to come here and to study the language of your culture is a really beautiful, beautiful thing. And I'll tell you why. First, because the country of your heritage, the country of your parents, the country where maybe some of you were born in, is really an amazing country. There's no place on the whole earth like Nepal, right? Many, many countries in the world. There's no place like Nepal. I lived in a small village for 2.5 years and I learned so much. What I learned from Nepal, I would need 2 or 3 hours to tell you everything that I learned in your country. From the people are so friendly. When I was in Nepal as a foreigner, I lived in a village, I was the only foreigner, right? Nobody spoke English, so I had to learn Nepali language. Everybody accepted me. Everybody, as a foreigner. Nobody said I never had anything bad happen to me. People were friendly. The Nepali people were so friendly. People treated me so nicely. So this is one thing that I learned about your country, is that people are just super, super friendly. And that's not true everywhere, right? So this is something just to know about. You know that because you're Nepali and you're also American. But another great thing about Nepal is you care about each other. The culture that I grew up in, sort of like white America or whatever you want to call it, for the most part we kind of look out for ourselves. We're very individualistic. And we want to sort of look out for ourselves. In Nepal, people look out for each other. The family is really important. The group is really important, right? And this is also a great thing about Nepal. So, I could go around and around and around and keep talking. But, I think, for you guys, what does culture mean? Can one of you guys give me a definition of the word culture?
Robin Uthir Banta.
Culture भनेको के हो?
Culture भनेको के हो नेपालीमा? उठ्यो भने।
जानले भने Robinले पनि try गर्नु
Banta Robin.
try गर just small thing भन छोटो
Culture भनेको हाम्रो परिवार, हाम्रो मुटु अनि हाम्रो
संस्कृति
र भाषा अनि चाड अनि पर्व देश.
So yeah, food,
Yes,
religion, language, the family. Yeah, fantastic. So that word culture, right? When I grew up in America, I had one culture. It was the culture of, again, what do you want to call it? White middle class culture, right? But there's this concept, increasingly as America is becoming more and more diverse, right? It's fantastic. People coming to America from all over the world. It's a beautiful thing. And culture makes us stronger. So you have the opportunity in life to know many cultures. You know, you get to know American culture, white culture, Spanish culture, but most important is your own culture, right? So you all will be multicultural. You'll be bicultural, you'll be multicultural. And to do that, it's important just to really know your own language. And I know it's easy to come to the US and it's very easy just to speak English. That's sort of natural and normal. A lot of kids come here and then they don't speak their first language anymore. And I think to myself, what a pity that is, right? What a pity when we have just one language. So you guys have this real opportunity in life to grow up speaking English, you know, full English, to grow up speaking full Nepali, to grow up speaking maybe full Hindi, right? How fantastic. This is really, I can't say this enough to you, this is really a gift. You know, it's really a gift to be able to speak many languages.
Some of them already learn Spanish.
And Spanish.
Yeah, some of them.
You maybe speak Spanish, and maybe if you love languages enough, you'll learn more languages. You know, Chinese languages from around the world. So, let me say, if you've got a bicycle, right? You ever heard of the word bicultural? What's bicultural mean? Does anybody know what bicultural means?
Just right.
It means having two, like the word bi, right? It means having two cultures. So I think of like a bicycle. It's a bicycle, right? Why is it a bicycle? Because it's got two wheels. Bicycle. So what's more stable? Would you rather ride a bicycle or would you rather ride a unicycle?
Bicycle. Bicycle has more support.
Obviously,
right? Having two wheels is better than having one wheel, right?
Correct.
Would you rather have two legs or would you rather have one leg?
Correct.
Yeah. Two arms or one arm? Yeah.
2 eyes or 1 eye.
Two eyes or one eye, right? Two is always better than one.
And then you can have 3, 4, 2 if you are smart. That's nothing wrong, right, sir?
Oh my gosh, 3, 4, even better. You've got a chair, right? How many legs does a chair have? 4. You know, you can have a chair with 3 legs.
Yeah.
Chair with 2 legs? So the more legs we have, right? The more legs we have, the stronger we are. The more legs we have, the more stable we are. Yes?
Same thing as
Language is one of the legs, right? The more languages you have, the stronger you are, the more stable you are, and the more fun life is going to be, right? You have more experiences. So,
कसैले सोध्ने हो सोधन उसलाई
सुन्नु तपाईँले नेपालीमै भनिदिनुहोस् न नेपालको कहाँ बस्नु भएको थियो
म नेपालमा 35 वर्ष पहिले म नेपालमा बस्थेँ 35 वर्ष पहिले
25 वर्ष पहिले
म 25 वर्ष जब म 25 वर्ष थियो when I was 25 म नेपालमा बस्थेँ 32 वर्षको लागि
कुन ठाउँमा बस्नु
गोर्खा जिल्ला
अनि कुन गाउँमा
आरुघाट बजार
आरुघाट बजार
आरुघाट बजार
आरुघाट बजार धेरै जसले त्यो मानिसहरू आरुघाटमा श्रेष्ठ नेवार
नेवार
उनीहरू नेवारी भाषा बोल्थ्यो अनि उनीहरू पनि नेपाली भाषा बोल्थ्यो अनि त्यो नेपालमा धेरै जसले होइन तर often त्यो मानिसहरू 2 to 3 to 4 भाषा बोल्न सक्छ होइन? So your heritage, guys, your tradition, your Nepali tradition is to speak different languages. This is your culture, right?
अनि नेपालको तपाईलाई सबैभन्दा मिठो मिठो खानाहरू के लाग्यो
Dal bhat, takari,
अनि न्यावरको ठोलमा मोमो खानु भएन
momo kai, buffco,
बफको पनि मोमो खानु
buffco, you know, yeah, buffco momo. Very meto.
अब भनेपछि
Rango ko masu, rango ko sukati, sukati tacha. That's right. Ani Din ma dal bhat khanchu. America farke pachi. Ma dal bhat khanchu. Pach din Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I take my little container
Oh my God.
to work of dal bhat.
नेपालमा गएर नेपालको खाना मन पराएर 5 दिन
हजुर।
दाल भात खान यिनीहरू दाल भात नखाएर पिज्जा खाएर हैरान छन्। के गर्ने होला
के गर्ने होला
अनि तपाईँले दाल भात खान यहाँ नेपालको बाल्टिमोरमा टाउसनको रेस्टुरेन्टमा गएर खानुहुन्छ नि
There Nepali restaurants
कुन कुन रेस्टुरेन्ट गएर खाइदिनु भयो भन्नुहोस् त
Kathmandu Kitchen, Namaste Baltimore.
See, he went there, Maya Rami. Sani?
Very choti.
धेरै छिटो। अनि
Kumari,
Mount
Nepal House. Yeah, everybody likes Nepali food. When I went to Nepal, I didn't like the dal bhat right away. Right? When I went to Nepal, it was dal bhat in the morning, it was dal bhat in the evening, the next day dal bhat, the next day dal bhat. And it's like, okay, next day dal bhat, dal bhat, dal bhat. Oh, that's daddy. Dal bhat. Right? But after some time, Kei Hapta Pachi, I wanted dal bhat.
फेरि
Right?
र अहिले पनि
I ate a putty. Panchis Barsa America Farke Pachi Ma dal bhat kanchu.
भनेपछि तपाईँ आफै दाल भात पकाउनुहुन्छ
I'm made my आफूले पकाएको. When I'm alchi lagyo bani so packet so Indian store ma gaya packet kinchu. Right. So yeah, so you've got a beautiful country, and again, I'll tell you, my wife is German. She's American, has American citizenship, but my wife was born in Germany, right? Comes with a German accent. She speaks English, she speaks French, she speaks English. My wife speaks 3 languages. She also knows a couple words in Nepali, just a couple. Because we visited Nepal, my wife and I, we spent 3 months in Nepal when we first got married. We went back to the village that I lived in. But when she became a citizen in America, my wife's name is Johanna. When she became a citizen and she went and to the citizenship where you raise your hand and you say, I'm going to be an American citizen, it's a beautiful day. What she was told by the Hakim Saab, right? The Hakim Saab at the immigration place said, look, you're American now, but don't lose your culture, right? They said, because in America, the beauty of America is there's people from all over the world. Yeah, we're all Americans, yeah. You know, you guys are American, I'm American, we're all American, great. But you guys have so much richness, right? You have so much more. So, you know, so the Hakim Saab says, don't lose your culture. Don't lose your food, don't lose your language, don't lose your religion. You know, teach the rest of the people about your culture. So you guys have a lot to give, right? And keeping your culture, I'll maybe wrap it up here, but keeping your culture, guys, it doesn't mean that you're less American. It does not, I want to repeat this, guys. It does not mean that you're less American if you speak Nepali.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
No, it does not mean that. Sometimes people think, oh, if I speak Nepali or if I speak Spanish or if I speak something, then I'm not, you know, that's almost like, no. Never believe that. You know, you're as American as I am. And I'm jealous of you because you can speak Nepali. Fluently.
Yeah.
Look, me, I can barely speak it, right? You guys can speak it great. So, you know, don't give up your language, please. You'll always regret it if you do.
मेरो short question छ किन जानु भएको थियो नेपाल
Kina, long story, I'll try to make the long story short, very, very short. Well, I was a volunteer, so I didn't make any money, right? It was a government program called Peace Corps. And as an American citizen, you can apply to Peace Corps. And if you're very lucky, you're chosen and can go to some other country to try to teach. So I thought, I'd studied agriculture here in America. And so I thought maybe, just maybe, I might be able to, you know, give something, because I've been very lucky in life. I thought maybe, just maybe, I could give something to somebody else. And so that's why I joined the Peace Corps, because, well, the government sent me there, but I thought that maybe I could do some good. But I'll tell you the truth, that I learned much, 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 much more from Nepali people than I was ever able to teach, right? I taught this much, I learned that much. Yeah.
From the culture, right?
Oh, yeah, my gosh, how lucky. Look, I'm a standard white guy, whatever you want to call him. I grew up in white culture here. And so to be able to go to another country and to learn, it's beautiful. It was really one of the best experiences of my life. I grew as a person to be able to learn another culture. And so the same for you guys. You have such amazing futures, right? You're here in America, the future's wide open for you. Don't give up your culture, right?
Question छ question?
तिमीहरू विद्यार्थी आफैलाई कस्तो लाग्यो र केही प्रश्न छ भने सोध न नेपालीमा ल त जी के कुरा सोध्नु मन छ ल त बाबु को छ ल वी वान्ट आइसा के रे नाइस कृष्ण ल त रवि के
साढे 2 वर्षमा
नेपाल जाने कि नहीं? सोध।
माया
She wants to ask something.
It was a different time, guys. Back
के
then,
सोध्नु question
there was no internet, right? And, so this was like way back.
Express.
ल नम्बर पाउँछ
Prasna,
ल नाम तिमी उठ त
त्यसैले गो
हाम्रो रामजीको छोरी
सोध के सोध
उठ त नाम
सोध्दैछन्? सोध्दै गए एक एक
के
गरी।
सोध
केही सोध त छोरा ल
फेरि कहिले जानुहुन्छ के छ कस्तो हुनु
I have two children.
By that time, what?
One, two children. One is 22, one is 26. So they're adults. They're good kids, good girls. They're moral and respectful, and so I'm blessed. Yeah. But I lived in a small village in Gorkha Jila. How many of you kids have been to Nepal?
कतिजना गएको छ हात उठाऊ
Wow. Okay.
वाह
And how many of you were born there? Hey.
1, 2, 3 only. 3जना, 4जना.
Okay. How many of you would like to go? Would like to visit?
फेरि बढी
Oh, sorry,
What
sorry.
about everybody? Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
She has question.
Prasna cha?
Would you like to go back?
नेपाली
नेपालीमा भन्नु पर्यो नि नेपाली
Ferry Johnny मेरो मन जो मेरो इच्छा धेरै छ
इच्छा।
नेपाल फर्किने इच्छा धेरै छ and केही पछि कहिले थाहा छैन तर केही वर्ष पछि जान्छु ठ्याक्कै जान्छु
यो बोल्न नजाने मान्छेलाई कसरी बोलाउनु तपाईँलाई थाहा छ हामीसँग एउटा सानो मान्छे छ उसको नाम पनि छैन नाम नभएको पनि मान्छेहरू हुन्छ नि हेलो उसको हेलो
माया माया सुन्नु
उसको नामै छैन नाम छ के हो नाम
तिम्रो नाम के हो
उसको नाम नभएको केटी हो
नभएको
यो नाम भएको मान्छे केही सोध्छस् उठ्यो त ल
हजुरको मन परेको ठाउँ नेपाल के हो?
हजुरको मन परेको ठाउँ नेपाल के हो
Daddy. Kun महिना मैले बिर्सेँ वैशाख होला म एकजना साथी जो ठुलो पहाडमा ट्रेकिङमा गएको हामी एकचोटि एभरेस्टतिर ट्रेकिङ गयो अनि मेरो लागि really mind blowing. कसरी भने mind blowing.
माइन्ड बोलिङलाई नेपालीमा कसरी
नेपाली भाषामा
दिमागै घुमाउने हैन
अचम्मै लाग्यो
अचम्म जो mountains पहाड हैन
पहाड
जो पहाड नेपालको पहाड with the whole sky you look up and it's just mountain so but Kathmandu, Bhaktapur, Patan, Pokhara, Gorkha
अनि यहाँ सुन
धेरै मन परेको छ
नेपाल गएको को छ हात उठाऊ भनेको रविन नेपाल गएको हो नेपालमा के मन पर्यो तिमीलाई माया नेपालमा के मन पर्यो भन त पशुपतिनाथ टेम्पल अनि
ल ठिक छ
सेलरोटी अरू कति
तिम्रो क्वेसन हो एउटा क्वेसन हो
ठाउँमा जानुपर्छ नेपालमा
नेपालमा धेरै जसोले म जो गाउँमा बस्थेँ होइन किनभने म किसानहरूसित काम गरेको अनि जो धान रोप्ने बेला मकै रोप्ने बेला गहुँ रोप्ने बेला काट्ने बेला म त्यहाँ that's where I was. तर कहिलेकाहीँ I was able to go into Kathmandu, कहिलेकाहीँ पोखरामा गएँ, कहिलेकाहीँ जो सगरमाथातिर गएँ एकचोटि. So धेरै जसोले म गाउँ बसेको अनि किसानहरू
किसानहरू थाहा छ फार्मरहरू छ
फार्मरहरू जो किसानको परिवारसँग काम गरेको. Yeah. So
क्वेसन
हजुरको छोरीहरू जानुपर्छ
मेरो छोरीहरू फेरि भन्नुहोस्.
बच्चाहरू रहेछ
हजुरको छोरीहरू नेपाल जानुभएको छ कि नै जानुभएको छ
गएको छैन.
गएको छैन
अनि हाम्रो टिचर सतीश चापागाई विष्णु म्याडम श्याम दाई अनि हाम्रो कुमार दाई तपाईँहरूले पनि सोध्नु न यिनीहरूले चाहिँ श्याम दाईले के सोध्नु मन छ उहाँलाई
मैले के सोध्नुभन्दा नि उहाँ आउनुभयो त्यो राम्रो भयो यहाँ उहाँ आएर त्यसले नेपाली बोल्नुभयो र नेपाली भाषा किन बोल्नुपर्छ सिकाउनु भयो त्यो नै हाम्रो बच्चाहरूलाई धेरै इन्सपिरेसन एउटा हो किन हामीले यहाँ भन्नुभन्दा अर्को भाषा बोल्नेले भनेको अलिक बढी इन्ट्रेस्टिङ र बढी चाहिँ पर्सुएसिभ हुन्छ त्यसले तपाईँ हाम्रो भन्नुभएको
अनुभवी एक्सपिरियन्सवालाले भन्दा
अनि म्याडम भन्नुहोस् न हजुरलाई
हामीले चाहिँ यिनीहरूलाई नेपाली भाषा सिक्न किन महत्त्वपूर्ण छ भनेर हामी बताउँछौँ. हुनसक्छ हामीले भनेको कुरा उनीहरूलाई त्यति इन्टरलाइज नभएको हुनसक्छ तर तपाईँले भन्नुभयो जुन कुराले यिनीहरूलाई साँच्चीकै एकदमै महत्त्वपूर्ण छ. भाषा सिक्नुपर्छ, भाषाले संस्कृति जोगाउन सकिन्छ, संस्कृतिले हामीले धेरै कुरा सिक्न सकिन्छ भन्ने कुराहरू पनि उनीहरूलाई अब चाहिँ भित्र मनमा पस्यो होला जस्तो लागेको छ. तपाईँलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद आएर हाम्रो विद्यार्थीसँग कुरा गर्नुभयो. हामी एकदम आभारी छौँ.
हाम्रो सतीश चापागाईज्यू भन्नुहोस् न
मैले खास उहाँलाई चाहिँ नि मैले अप्रोच गरेको यहाँ आउनुलाई खास तिमीहरू सबैले हेर्छ होला एउटा मैले एउटा कार्यक्रम इन्टरभ्यू गर्छु टेलिभिजनमा त्यसै गर्दा मेरो एकजना साथीले उहाँको नाम दिनुभयो कि उहाँ नेपाल गएर आएको नेपाली बोल्नुहुन्छ भनेर. त्यसो मैले त्यो इन्टरभ्यूको लागि तयारी गर्दै गर्दाखेरिमा आज मेरो फर्स्ट भेट हो उहाँसँग. हामी फोनमा पनि कुरा गरेका थियौँ, टेक्स्टमा मात्रै कुरा गरेका थियौँ. अनि मैले उहाँलाई भने मसँग हामी नेपाली पढाउँछौँ बच्चाहरूलाई अनि तिनीहरू कति त नेपाल पनि पुगेका छैनन्. त्यो बच्चा भाइ बहिनीहरूलाई चाहिँ नि हजुर आएर नेपालीमा बोल्नुभयो भने तिनीहरूलाई इन्सपिरेसन हुन्छ, प्लिज आउनुहोस् भनेर मैले उहाँलाई भने. त्यसपछि उहाँले ओके भन्नुभयो र यहाँ आउनुभयो. खास मेरो उद्देश्य हामीले भनेको भन्दा अथवा बाबा मम्मीले भनेको भन्दा उहाँले भन्दाखेरि यहाँ तिमीहरूलाई पनि इन्सपिरेसन हुन्छ अलिकति नेपाल जान, नेपालको बारेमा अझ मैले उहाँलाई अझ बढी पोजिटिभ कुराहरू भन्नु तपाईँले देखेको भनेर भनेको थिएँ. उहाँले भन्नुभयो म एकदम खुसी छु उहाँलाई हामीले यहाँ ल्याउनु पायौँ.
सतीशजीलाई विशेष धन्यवाद. ल सानो बाबुले हात उठाएको के भन्नु लाग्यो बाबु?
स्पर्श
नेपालको हलिडे सेलिब्रेट गर्नुभयो.
के अरे
नेपालको हलिडे सेलिब्रेट गर्नुभयो.
नेपालको हलिडे सेलिब्रेट गर्नुको चाडपर्व मान्नुभयो.
तिहार, दसैँ, होली
होली
आउँछ
होली आउँदैछ
आउँदैछ जो रङहरू.
अनि यहाँ हाम्रो एकजना भाइ हुनुहुन्छ यहाँ चाहिँ म्युजिक गिटार बजाएर नेपाली भाषा सिकाउनुहुन्छ. बाबुलाई के भन्नु मन छ? तिम्रो नाम के हो बाबु?
मेरो नाम गौरव.
गौरव
सिकाउला. हजुर म चाहिँ यहाँ म्युजिक सिकाउँछु एक्चुली. हजुर म चाहिँ इङ्ग्लिसमा पनि सङ्ग्सहरू लेख्छु अनि म खास धन्यवाद भन्न चाहन्छु हजुरलाई किनभने आई नो I'm kind of bilingual, like I speak both like English and Nepali, and I know the importance of both language. But when you say it, I think like the value goes really up because you being like an American born, going to Nepal, learning their culture, it's just like mind blowing.
Thank you. त्यसै गरी यस टेकान्डोको चाहिँ नि प्रोपाइटर गुरु र यो भाषा स्कुलको चाहिँ ठाउँ प्लेटफर्म पुऱ्याउने हाम्रो कुमार कार्कीजी.
हजुर मेरो क्वेसनभन्दा पनि सर्वप्रथम तपाईँलाई धन्यवाद आज यहाँ आउनुभयो. नानीहरू सुन के भने 2.5 वर्ष उहाँ नेपाल बस्नुभयो त्यो पनि तिमीहरूको एजमा होइन ठुलो एजमा 25 वर्ष भएपछि 2.5 वर्षमा यति राम्रो नेपाली सिक्नुभएछ. त्यो पनि धेरै 35 वर्ष अगाडि कुरा यो भनेपछि अहिले पनि नेपाली बोल्नुहुन्छ बुझेन. त्यो भनेको मतलब के भनेदेखि तिमीहरू अहिलेको बेस छ र 2.5 वर्षमा यति राम्रो बोल्नुभयो 25 वर्ष अगाडि 35 वर्ष अगाडि भने अहिले पनि बोलिरहनु पर्छ भनेपछि असम्भव भने केही छैन होइन. त्यही भएर तिमीहरूले उहाँको जुन आज यो उहाँले जुन दिनुभएको छ इन्सपिरेसन त्यसलाई लिएर अब चाहिँ एकदमै हौ हामीले गर्नुपर्छ नेपाली इङ्ग्लिस मात्रै नगरेर भोलि स्पेनिस अरू ल्याङ्ग्वेज पनि पढ्नुपर्छ भन्ने हिसाबले तिमीहरूले लिनु पऱ्यो होइन त्यही हो एउटा स्पेसलमा धन्यवाद थ्याङ्क यू
अब आज यही उसमा के भन्छु भने तिमीहरूलाई चाहिँ आज एकजना हाम्रो पाहुना आउनुभयो होइन पाहुनाले के भन्नुभयो त हामीलाई नेपाली भाषाको बारेमा जो ठुलो ठुलो छौ तिमीहरू लेख्नु जुन
जान्नेहरूले
तिमीहरूले त्यो उपभोग गर्नुपर्छ उहाँले के विषयमा कुरा गर्नुभयो के भन्नुभयो तिमीहरूले जतिवटा सम्झिन्छौ त्यतिवटा चाहिँ कम्तीमा पनि 5 वटा वाक्य सकिन्छ भने 10 वटा वाक्य सकिँदैन भने 5 वटा वाक्य मात्रै भए पनि तिमीहरूले उहाँले के कुरा भन्नुभएको कुरा चाहिँ सम्झेर लेख्नु तिमीहरूको लागि होमवर्क जसले सेन्टेन्स लेख्न सक्छ जसले क ख मात्रै पढ्दैछ उनीहरूले क ख र अ आइको फेरि प्र्याक्टिस गरेर
अनि तिमीहरू सबैले उहाँलाई सुन यो अर्को सन्डे उहाँले भनेको महत्त्वपूर्ण कुरा लेखेर मनमा लागेको ल्याउने र सबैले उठेर नमस्कार गरेर स्वागत धन्यवाद भन्नु पर्यो तिमीहरू सबैले विशेष धन्यवाद भनेर दिन तयार छु सबैजना उठेर भन त रिक अङ्कल भन्ने हुन्छ नेपालमा त वी डोन्ट से रिक वी अलवेज से दाजु भाइ काका मामा रिक अङ्कललाई सबैले उठेर धन्यवाद भनेर भन त हाँसेर कसले धेरै हाँस्छ त्यो मान्छे तपाईँलाई हुन्छ ल त
धन्यवाद फेरि आउनुहोस्
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed talking to you guys.
धन्यवाद